Hey guys, today I'm checking out the AOSON R106 Windows 10 tablet, available for $200 on Amazon. So I'll talk more about pricing in just a minute. The only thing we have on the back is a spec sheet here. It says it's the R106 model, 10.1 inches, a 1280 by 800 IPS display. So that's kind of low for a 10-inch screen, but it has an Intel Atom X5 Z8350 processor. Intel HD graphics inside. Now I'm assuming this should work better with Windows than Android tablets. And 4 gigs of RAM, which is just what I'd like to see at a price like this. 64 gigs of internal storage, a 5000 milliamp hour battery. That's good. And it has a micro SD card down here. USB 2.0, 3.5 millimeter, and then some kind of 2.5 millimeter DC jack. The one above is a headphone jack, I believe. And then it kind of repeats the stuff here on the right, except there's front and rear 2 megapixel cameras. The box is pretty much all cardboard. Get the tablet in here. Inside of here, underneath that, have a DC to wall outlet to recharge the tablet. I believe this is USB to micro USB adapter. That's nice. A user manual and some other things here. And you have the keyboard underneath. And so we have the keyboard in here with a few instructions. It says there's multi-gesture for the touchpad and everything. And this keyboard actually looks a lot similar to the iView Gemini keyboard. And it's certainly a lot similar to the iView Gemini tablet. Let's see if there's any juice in here. There's a Windows logo underneath. I'm not sure if that's a button or not. And then the front camera. Okay, so it's powering on for the first time. There's a green light that emits here. It's also a red light that comes up when you're charging it, and it can recharge through the micro USB port that's back here. There is plastic underneath this that you have to take off on the trackpad, so it might look a little tricky. Starting from the left, we have the speaker grill, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, a mini or micro HDMI port, a micro USB port that you can use to recharge the tablet like I'm doing right now, and then a DC port along with a USB port on the bottom. DC port can be used to recharge the tablet too, either way. A micro SD card slot on the back, then nothing else on the sides. And in the back itself, you have this plastic you take off just to feel more plastic. It's like a matte back finish, so it's kind of nice. The AOSON logo, a 2 megapixel rear camera. On top you have the power button and volume keys. And yeah, nothing else to see. And then there's 4 bumpers on the bottom that'll help it stay in one place on a curved surface. Now, one thing I hate about this is opening it up, because it's like the latch is pretty hard. But one cool feature is when you open it, the screen automatically unlocks, and when you close it, it locks again. So I like that. The one problem I have with this keyboard latch is that, I mean, 2 things I guess. It's one, it's really hard to take out and put it back in. And then number 2 is that you can't have this in tent mode, which is basically having it like a stand. Tent mode is just like this, basically, so that you can watch movies and stuff, but the magnets just repel, so that's one small little downside, I guess. I guess it's a bigger thing for some people, but for me it's just a small inconvenience. I do want to apologize, this camera screen is just really awful. I have to get a new camera. But I'm just going to read this off to you. So it says that there's 12.7 gigabytes used out of 58.2. So if we do the calculation, that's about 45.5 gigabytes available. I hope my math is correct there. And I just missed that. I think I just closed it by accident. But if we go onto this PC, it shows that there's an Intel Atom X5 Z8350, like we said before, clocked at 1.44 gigahertz. And 64-bit operating system, and 4 gigs of RAM like we said before. So yeah, that's nice. And then one other nice feature is that there is a Windows button here on the right side. I guess that's kind of convenient if you're using this as a tablet, I guess. So it gets a score of 76,000, and that is, I'm assuming that's a good score. To be honest with you, this stuff, like Windows 10 devices, are a little foreign to me. I'm not familiar with them because I haven't tested them out. I've only tested one other tablet that has Windows 8. So yeah, so it performs, through benchmarks, it performs a little better than the Google Nexus 6, and that's, I'm hoping it does. perform better in day-to-day tasks. Maybe not gaming, but we'll check gaming out in just a second. And the iPhone 6s is all the way on top there. Where's the iPhone 7? I guess this hasn't been updated or something. And then all the same info here, the same stuff, except the GPU we get a little more information of. You know, it's 1,114 megabits, so I guess it's a 1 gig GPU. First game here we're checking out is Sonic Dash, and so far it's actually running things pretty well. I've noticed a little bit of stutter, but it's better than expected. It's better than what I expected at the very least. And yeah, the speaker is located on the side like I said before, and it's just bad. Yeah, it doesn't get too loud, and it can be covered with one finger because it's only one speaker grill. But it's on the side. I guess it's better than being on the back, because you can put your hand behind it and it gives you, and it kind of feels like it emits a louder sound. I don't think it emits it, but you can hear it better. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, no problems with Sonic Dash. I mean, just a little bit of stutter I saw before, but that was it. I mean, that's when I wasn't recording. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm certainly noticing that this gameplay isn't as smooth as the Sonic Dash game was, but it's playable. That's what I'd say, at the very least. And it's able to handle crashes well. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, I can tell from my eye that it's not completely smooth in performance. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention, so the two reasons why I got this tablet was, you know, because I don't usually check out tablets like around over $150. It's because on the subreddit we came up with the idea that anything at $250 is the max. That's considered the budget tablet price limit. So between 0 to 250, 200 was preferred, but like 250 is the limit right there. And so yeah, so that's one reason. The other reason is because, you know, I'm going back to school, so I'm looking for some good devices, and this seems like it could be something that could help me out in school. But you know, of course, I'll have to do a full review and, you know, see how this holds up with me. This is probably going to be my daily driver unless I find something else. Many of you may be familiar with this game. It's called Minecraft. And yeah, I'm playing the trial version right now, but nonetheless, I am actually impressed that this is able to even run on this. And it looks like it's kind of decent. I mean, actually, I'm kind of stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I can't even get out of the water. I'm just like stuck in the middle. I'm gonna break some bricks, of course. That's what you have to do in Minecraft. Just keep breaking bricks, and you'll find your way out. Oh man, I'm in the middle. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be using this most for games. It's going to be more so for web browsing, typing up documents, and, you know, a few other things here and there. But to give a good idea of how all this is going. Okay. Okay, now I can move. And now I'm stuck again. Alright, yeah, but yeah, so far I'll just say Minecraft looks decent. No problems whatsoever from what I noticed on doing that. Of course, I'll have to make a full review and everything like I said before. Let's go ahead and check out a website or two. And Chrome does not come with this, does not come pre-installed with this. You have to install it separately. So Yahoo, search that up. I use the keyboard, and I'll guarantee you guys that everything works fine with that. I'm just using this touch screen because it's more convenient for this video. But yeah, you can take my word for it. And yeah. The problem is, oh man, yeah, rest in peace to Chester. You know, if you're a Linkin Park fan, this is just some sad news. We'll just press on something else that's, you know, a little more lighthearted. But yeah, and one thing is that I'm not going to be testing out the cameras. I'll have a link down in the description sometime later or whenever. I'm going to take some screenshots or 1 or 2, and all you do it then, because right now it's at nighttime here, so it's probably not going to take pictures really well versus during the daytime. So yeah. Okay, so this is kind of laggy. Yeah, it's stuttering, definitely stuttering around on Yahoo. Let's go ahead and load the Washington Post here. Click on a link. So things are still loading up. So that's why there's a little bit of a delay there. Let's just click on this one. And see, okay, so the text loads first and the images later. Okay, as I'm moving up and down, oh, of course, it's still loading. I think I would blame it on my internet, not the actual tablet, because my internet's kind of slow. And yeah, okay, so it's loaded now. If I zoom in and out, there's like a split-second delay, but it's hardly noticeable. It shouldn't be a problem, to be honest. But one thing that I don't like is that as I'm like scrolling up and down, I'm not sure if it's because I'm using the touch screen. I'm noticing a delay or a bit of stuttering. I think you guys can see that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. That's not good. Let's try the New York Times. Oh, do you have to be subscribed to the New York Times? I don't know. I've never used it before. I'm just using whatever comes up in my head. I don't really read this stuff too much. Yeah, and I'm just clicking on something random, guys. It's nothing biased, don't worry. Okay, so the image is still loading. Just let it load for a second right there. Okay, it's not an image, it's a video. So if I click on the video, okay, this is actually better than the Washington Post. Yeah, a lot better. And there's a video playing too. Yeah, this is better. So it's like iffy, kind of, with the web browsing. Again, you know, this is just like taking a few sample websites, whatever comes at the top of my head. Yeah, so like I said before, I'm gonna be doing a full review video, maybe an update video too, because I want this to be my daily driver, unless if I figure something else out or find something else. So yeah, you know, if this video helped out, leave a like down below, and tell me what you want to see in the review in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next one.